Good evening, Mr. Janta. Good evening, the Honorable Election Commission and the fellow candidates. Why do you think I sent you to BITS Pilani? You sent me there to study. No, I sent you there to learn about life. These lines from BITS Pilani orientation video steady echo in my mind every day. This great institute was founded by Mr. G.D. Birla. He had this great vision where he could build an institution which every one of us will be proud of. But it is not the building that makes an institution great, but the students in it. In my 2 years at BITS, I have gained a lot from this campus, from technical skills to friends for life, from internships to the purpose of life. BITS has given me all. Now is my time to give back to BITS. Being born and brought up in a family of doctors and professors, I know the importance of serving. After having spent 2 years in BITS, I have had the opportunity to carefully observe the problems and needs of the students' lives. In my first year, I joined a club and a department to understand the functioning of the faces. I worked in the Department of Visual Media as an animator and pursued my passion in photography by joining the photography club. In my second year, with a lot of support from our BITSian alumni, I started working on an idea. The idea was to connect people to counselors to help them solve the personal as well as professional problems. During this time, I got to interact with a lot of BITSians, and it came to my notice that I could serve them in a much greater way. I began to understand that I can contribute to the college in a much more efficient manner. Now, with the start of this new year, I come one step closer as I stand before you, contesting for the post of General Secretary. The sole purpose of my candidature is to inspire our community as a whole to come together to share and participate in a multitude of acts, big and small. We may not have a definitive map to where we will be, but we sure have a compass and we have purposefully chosen to do so. We are ready to lead it, not only, but only in the direction given by you. That's why, in every sense, our statement of purpose is derived from yours. With the correct sense of direction in our mind and with the primary goal of fulfilling the need of the hour, I, Ashutosh Ajay Mundhada, promise you that even whisper from your end will be an echo from ours. No matter what the circumstances are, if your voice is genuine, it will find a role in mind. Now, with the permission of the Honorable Election Commission, I shall proceed to explain my manifesto in detail. We will carefully go through each and every point and I will explain the pains we aim to solve and the gains we want to create. The first point is regarding creation of an internship cell. We plan to create a dedicated internship cell which will provide internship opportunities to students who do not have a college-provided practice school program. This internship cell will comprise of experts from the Placement Unit, CEL, Summer and Startup Program and the NSS Nirman Parishod Initiative. Assistant Professor Arun Kumar has already given his consent to be the professor in charge of this cell. Coming to the next point, I want to tell you a real-life instance. This was the second semester of our first year. It was early in the morning and my side, Pranjal, he had persistent irritation in his left eye. He was having a headache. We rushed him to the Sarojini hospital as the medical center was still closed. The doctor there declared that he had fever and that's why there was irritation and headache. But 4 days passed and his fever did not come down. The next weekend we went home with the persistent irritation in his eyes. The doctor, immediately after seeing him, told him that there is a foreign body in his eye. This is just one of the numerous incidences that we all know of. Now, we have decided that no more should any BITSian suffer due to lack of proper diagnostic facilities in Pilani. Hence, we collaborated with Apollo Hospitals, the most renowned name in hospital facilities in India, which are agreed to set up a 24/7 telemedicine center in BITS Pilani. We will have a center in medical center itself, which will provide primary as well as secondary medical facilities. The next point is regarding support for approach projects. You know, it is said that an idea can change your life, and we BITSians have plenty of them. We work hard to work for Apogee, we make projects, we build prototypes. But what happens after Apogee? You win, you lose, but the project ends there. The prototype lies in your trunk, lays there for 4 years, and eventually you throw it off. What about the several hours you put in, working for the project, which otherwise you could have spent playing FIFA or Dota? We want that no idea ends with the end of fest. So we talk to NEN, that is the National Entrepreneurship Network, which is founded by some of the prestigious institutions in India, including Pilani. NEN is ready to fund and mentor these projects. We even talked to the Center for Entrepreneurial Leadership, CEA Pilani, which has contacts with various seed funds and angel investors who are ready to invest in the same projects. The next point is regarding the tea and coffee admission. You know, late night discussions, extreme weather conditions, and last minute preparations. We Bitsins are truly nocturnal beings. Well, we went to the Bitsin Janta asking, do they really want a coffee or tea vending machine? And you'll be surprised to know that of the survey, which is even current at this moment going on, out of the 124 people that we talked to, 98 of them told them that they need a 24/7 tea coffee facility in Bits. So we plan to install a tea coffee vending machine in the hostels, free of cost. There will be no initial setup charge, there will be no maintenance cost. So not even a penny will be charged from the Bitsin Janta. Only you need to get tokens from the Anchor FK and you have the service available in hostels 24/7. The next point is regarding online counseling. Rejection, competition, failure. We all have experienced this at some point of time in our life. The BITS administration is considered enough to have counselors visiting BITS. But a counselor visits BITS 4 days a month. What if I have a problem tomorrow and the counselor is going to visit after 20 days? Am I going to wait for 20 days for the counselor to come? No. So, we developed a portal, an e-portal, which will help provide e-counseling service to students. It will provide free, confidential and secure counseling, which will be available at the click of a button in your room. This service will help Bitsinjanta have a stable, peace of mind. The next point is having better printing facilities in campus. We talked to the S9 owner, Mr. Suresh, and he is more than willing to provide free room delivery of Xeroxes and printing to every Bitsin hostel. The second is setting up a Xerox machine and a stationery shop in Meera. There used to be a Xerox machine in Meera sometime back in the old town. We talked to Dr. Sureka Bhalo, and she told us that yes, there is a need of a daily need stationery shop and Xerox machine in the old town, and hence we are proceeding with this idea. The last idea is having a well-informed general body. We want a general body which knows about its rights, its duties, and even all what facilities are available to it. We want Bitsinjanta, we want a Bitsinjanta which is well informed. Hence, we have this idea of Bitswiki, an encyclopedia which is run by the Bitsin, for the Bitsin, and of the Bitsins. This will be run completely on the existing Wikipedia model. Wikipedia at this moment has 47 million articles, but has only 65 permanent employees. On a similar, every article in Wikipedia can be updated by anyone in this world who has access to internet. On a similar lines, we want to create Bitswiki, an encyclopedia where if you know anything and everything, any information regarding Bits, you can just upload that information. We'll have moderators who will check this information. The last part of this is having official tools. We want to include the Bitsinjanta in day-to-day activities of the student union. So if you have any suggestion, if you have any opinion, or even if you have any problem, just tell the student union and we'll directly cater to your needs. I would just like to end that even any genuine problem that you have will find a response from us. Thank you. Ashutosh, Ajay, Mundhada, signing off.
The first question is regarding your points of online video counseling. So his question is that BITS already provides free counseling through the form of Emerson Noble Scott and Bharti Mohan coming down to campus, and you also have the facility of mailing them if anything arises. So then what is the use of the counseling that you have mentioned?
Okay, I'll answer this. So first, if you have a problem today, are you going to wait for 20 days for the counselor to come on campus? No, right? So if you have a problem today, you need a solution right now. And the counselor visits only 4 days a month. Both the counselors come on campus only 4 days a month. So you need a way in which you can talk to them the rest 26 days in a month. Emailing them is not an option. Video counseling is very effective. That's why the solution.
The second question, he wants to know more about the maintenance and feasibility of the coffee and tea vending machines you plan to install?
Fine. For this, we talk to the Nestle guys, and Nestle is very excited and encouraging us to install the machines. They are ready to bear the initial setup cost, even the maintenance cost for the machines. There will be no extra charge from the GPM. There will be no fees charged from the people for the coffee and tea vending machine. We have a written MOU which states that the Nestle guy are in charge of the maintenance of the coffee and vending machines with the common use.
The first question is, by the introduction of telemedicine, how can issues concerning the quality of health information be tackled where it is difficult to decide who out of the doctor or the patient is responsible for any mishap due to the communication gap?
Okay, so first I would like to ask you, does he know exactly what telemedicine is?
Please repeat.
No, we can't.
Okay, first if he doesn't know what telemedicine is, sorry I can't explain to him, but still I'll explain the GBM. So in telemedicine, what exactly happens is you have a 10 by 20 room, you have a system where there is a screen, there's a paramedic here which is trained by the Apollo people itself. The doctor on the other side of the screen will be from Apollo, he will be an expert diagnostician. So whenever a doctor asks a paramedic to do anything, it is the doctor's responsibility that is already given in the contract given by Apollo Hospitals.
I would like to state the fact that he said something that
Yeah, we will take that into account. We will take that into account. Thank you so much. Now the next question to you from Shubham is, regarding the coffee and tea vending machine facility as promised by the candidate, if the contractor provides people for maintenance who are strangers and may not be trustworthy, who will address the security issues regarding their stay in hostels?
Regarding this, I talked to the chief warden sir. So, we have people coming in the hostels for carpentry work, people coming in the hostels for plumbing work. Similarly, the people who will be authorized, issued an ID card, will be responsible to come to the maintenance work.
He wants you to explain the costs that are needed to install coffee and tea vending machines, and by which month will these be set up, if you do get elected.
As I already told, it's free. It's completely free. Not even a penny will be charged from the GPM, and only you'll have to pay for coffee and tea. And regarding when it will be installed, the Nestle people are so much enthusiastic that he made me 2 days back that the ACM, the area senior sales manager, is ready to come to the campus next week. It was me who had to tell him, dude, wait for a week, let the elections happen, and then we'll install it.
That is very important.
Thank you.